What's up guys, Alex from FIFA Scouting Tips here, and welcome to Season 3, Episode 6 of Pompey Youth Stars. We have this game against Cardiff up next. We did get absolutely slaughtered last time round against West Ham, 6-1, my biggest defeat so far. I was just completely blown away. So hopefully we can turn that around and get a good result here against Cardiff. Before I do that, just want to say thank you so much to everyone who's filled out my survey so far. I've had some fantastic responses so far. It's really helped me. It's been really informative and actually surprised me a few times with what you guys want, so it's really useful. It's going to help me get better at what I do. So if you want a chance to influence what I do on FIFAscoutingtips.com or on this YouTube channel, sorry, if there's something you want me to do, something that you don't want me to do on the other hand, just let me know. I'll put a link in the description below for you guys to check out. So fill that out if you have a chance. It'd be really good. Also, keep all your entries coming for the Scouting God contest this month. It is on the best North American players. So all the details for that will be at the end of the video, so stick around for that. So, like I said, we have this game against Cardiff. Let's see if we can put that horrible 6-1 defeat behind us and get a good result against Cardiff. We started brightly with Ajay Boateng making a surging run down the wing, crossed the ball in. The header itself wasn't great, but Cardiff did some super dodgy play at the back. Really risky. I didn't manage to get on the end of it though, but they managed to strike first. My defence just going AWOL, nobody marking, Bovaga literally walking and letting his man get away, who just stroked the ball into the bottom corner. Very easy goal for them. Very frustrating, but I did try again shortly after. Jayamera with a shot from range, didn't quite go in, a bit of curl on it, not quite enough though. I kept on plugging it away though, and Bennett eventually won me a penalty. That was a really good run, drawing the foul, and he just got barged over. A really clumsy tackle from the Cardiff defender there. Great run from Bennett to earn that one, and I felt like I had a chance to get back into the game. My penalty taker was Bong, up he stepped. Of course it was him taking it, and straight down the middle, and coolly put it away to bring it back to 1-1. So I felt like I could get back into the game now. I've been playing okay at this point. I wasn't getting beaten heavily by Cardiff, so I felt like I had a decent chance, and that brings Bong up to 9 goals for the season so far. But straight away Cardiff got another goal back. My defence once again just was not there at all. Simple passes got it past me and into the bottom corner. Very frustrating because that was literally 2 minutes after my goal. I had a free kick shortly afterwards, couldn't get it on target though, and I was really finding it difficult to have any decent attempts on goal. Cardiff were very tight at the back, and just look at that. First time effort from Bennett, completely skied it, not even close to being on target. Such a disappointing effort from him, really. He really should have done better from that. Came in at half-time 2-1 down, and I felt that was a bit unjust really. I had 55% of the possession. I was doing pretty well in that regard. 5 shots but only 1 on target, whereas Cardiff had 2 shots on target and both of them had gone in. So I imagine they're feeling pretty lucky by this point. Literally straight after the half had started, they got a second yellow card for a player who got sent off, and that brought them down to 10 men. I felt like that gave me a bit of a chance, but I just could not break them down once again. Crossed the ball in, their keeper was just gathering everything up. Tried again from the opposite wing, crossed it in, but this time nobody could get on the end of it. It was just so hard to break them down. They were so well organised, could not get past them at all. Even Bong couldn't score. A decent effort, but it hit the post. It was just not going to go in for me, and that was it. That was all I had time for, and came in and lost 2-1. Very disappointing. Cardiff just sat back in that half. They made no attempt to get any other attempts on goal. They didn't even have any more shots. They just had no effort at all there, and I just could not break them down. They're so well organised at the back, so compact. There was just no space for me to operate in at all. Bong got a pretty decent rating of 7.8, but no one else performed at all. So it was a really disappointing game. Lost 2-1 when I really could have got a better result than that. Well, straight after that game, we have this scouting report from Germany. It's the last one in Germany as well before my scout ends his trip there. So first up we have Daniel Weiss, 65 to 83, probably not good enough. Early 70s potential probably, so turn him down. Joshua Wittek, 54 to 76 potential, turning him down as well. Matthias Himmelmann, 56 to 76 potential, turning him down as well. And then finally Robin Brzezinski, 73 to 94. That looks really good, much better than those other ones. Those players are rubbish, but this guy looks really good, so we'll sign him up straight away. Hopefully he'll develop very nicely. So that is that report done. Okay, so Hakan Demidov is now available, so we're going to set up a new scouting network, and in honour of the Scouting God contest, which I said was in North America, I think we're going to go and scout there. So let's go to USA, send a scout there for 6 months. Looking for, let's think, again, I say it's a lot because we haven't got any players. We need a good fast fullback or two, although we brought in Zimmerman and Da Costa, so that's not too bad at the moment. So I think I will at first just search for any for 6 months, and then we can refine it a bit more next time perhaps. So we'll set up that network and hopefully we'll find some good players. Right, soon after that we have an update from Lee in Nigeria. This is our first report from Nigeria. So first up we have Emmanuel Nsaya, 60 to 82 goalkeeper, turning him down. Isaac Bawa, I think that's how you say that, 55 to 73 potential, definitely turning him down. Michael Barriaga, 54 to 74, again turning him down. Musa Lamptey, 60 to 82, not very good, these players. They've had a lot of goalkeepers as well. And then finally we have Zende Mayet, 46 to 64. That was pretty terrible. So hopefully our next report from Nigeria will be a bit better. And we also have this message come through from Yuri Lodigan saying, doesn't know where all the speculation's coming from. I haven't spoken to anyone in the press. Of course, it's not easy to fit in at every club, but I'm working hard to feel more settled, and the guys have been great to me so far. The fans seem to like me, so there are no real excuses for me not eventually to feel at home here, but no, it's not easy. So what that basically means is he is going to soon, like within a month or two, going to come up with a message saying that he is homesick, and it's going to be right in time for the January transfer window. EA have this predictable way of doing it, so be prepared for him to say he's homesick and for bids to come in. Obviously we don't want to get rid of him because he's really fast, he's my fastest player, and we don't have that many fast wingers because just how the way scouting works in FIFA 15, so we want to hold on to him if at all possible. So really hoping that we can convince him to stay when this message does eventually come round. So we now have this game against Leeds in the Capital One Cup. A few days after this, we've got a game against Sunderland in the league, so I have rotated my team a bit just to rest my best players, but we still get a win. That's really good to see. We've managed to end that poor run, Garassi getting the goal, so 1-0 win, and we keep going in the Capital One Cup. So up next we have Sunderland in the league. Really want to try and get a win in this game, or at least a draw, just to try and arrest this slide of poor results in matches that I'm playing. So let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can get a decent result. This was a game of few chances. Sunderland managed to strike first though, drawing a save down to his left from Doherty. Then Bong responded in kind, a shot that was parried by the Sunderland goalkeeper. No one really creating that many good chances, but it was a mistake from my defence that created the chance for them. My defence just splitting completely, and the guy just powered it into the net. Unstoppable shot. Came in at half time, 1-0 down. I'd only had one shot, and Sunderland had 63% of the possession. It was such a tough game, even more so than the Cardiff one. I couldn't get anywhere near them. They're completely dominating me. I did think I had a great shout for a penalty though early in the second half, but as it turned out, when I looked at the replay, it was a good tackle from their player and it was just outside the box anyway, so that was a real letdown. But as with the Cardiff game, I just could not create chances, couldn't get on the end of anything. It was so hard to break Sunderland down. When I tried playing the ball on the deck, my passes got intercepted or they went astray. It was just impossible to get through them, and it was actually quite a dull game. I found it really hard to find any clips for you guys. Sorry about this one being a bit choppy, but that was pretty much their best chance of the second half, and that was pretty much all there was in that game. It was a very dull game, I'm afraid. Like I said, I couldn't find any decent clips because Sunderland were just shutting me out. They had a really organised defence. I couldn't get past them at all, and I just had no chance. They scored their goal and then sat back, and that was it. So I am sorry about that, guys, but it was only 1-0 and we had to move on to the next game. Well, you know what, guys, I think I'm going to have to admit defeat. I'm just not good enough to play on Legendary. These games are becoming frustrating, yeah, and I'm not looking forward to playing them because it is so frustrating. I'm not enjoying myself here, and there's not really much point doing it if I'm not enjoying it, if I'm not enjoying what I'm doing. So I'm going to put it back down to world class because I'm not only having to contend against teams which are much better than me, I'm having to play on a game which, let's face it, was released unfinished. There are so many bugs with the gameplay, so many poor decisions going on with the referees, so many just broken things in the game. It's so frustrating, and I just can't keep going with it, so I'm just going to have to put it down to world class, see how I do that way, and we're just going to have to see if we can cope there. So it's the first of the month. Let's see how our players are doing now. So we have Doherty on 78 plus 2, then David Brown on 70 plus 2, then Tim Zimmerman on 70 plus 1. He's growing fairly nicely there. Then Liam Osborne on 65 plus 1, and then Danny Corrie on 67 plus 3. He's gone up a point, looking very decent now for me. Aymeric Bovaga on 68 plus 2, and then Angelo da Silva on loan, of course, 68 plus 2. Brad Knight 64, not grown yet, and then we have Jaimera on 72 plus 1, then Tasaka on 63, and then Ryan Green also on 63 plus 2, 85 stand tackle. That standout stat really looking amazing. And then Keaton Nichols on 62 plus 2, then we have Francesco Verri on 70, so he has actually grown. He started out, remember, on 68, but we thought he was 70, then the game basically corrected his growth, so it looked like he was on -1 point before, so he's now back to how he should be on 70, which is good. Then we have Ajay Boateng on 72 plus 2, then Lodigan on 69 plus 3. As you can see there, it says he is homesick, so expect some bids to come in in the January transfer window. Of course, we're going to try and keep him if we can because he's just really, really good for us. Then Michael Pender on 73 plus 2, and then Dylan Quinton on 71 plus 1, then Vatanen on 60, and then Bong on 75 plus 3, obviously our standout player, our star player really, 9 goals in 10 games, amazing record that is. Then we have Bennett on 71 plus 3, sorry. Then Michael Coyne on 65 plus 1, then we have Frederick Mathis on 62, then Garassi on 68 plus 2. Then after him we have 1 or 2 real players before we get to Paulet on 77. Remember, he is out injured, he's going to be fit in 2 months, and EA deducting some points from his physical stats, because why the hell not, it's EA, so he's losing stats there, which is really annoying to see, to be honest. Then we have another couple of real players before we get to the players out on loan. So we have Mitsuharu Polo Daniel on 66 plus 2, then Paddy Malloy on 62 plus 2, Curtis Simpson 56 plus 3, the physical stat player that we wanted to see how his growth was going to do in his physical stats, doing okay as you can see. Then Andrew Robson on 65 plus 1, then we have Joe Hayes on 58, and then finally James Smith on 61. So that's how all our players are doing this month. And as it's the first of the month, I'm also going to show you how the Youth Academy is doing, because we've got some new players and some pretty good players in here as well. So we have Charlie Essen, 74 plus 80 potential. His position has now narrowed down to being a striker, and he has the winger player type, so hopefully he'll be quite fast. Then we have Craig Lucas, also a winger, but actually on the left wing this time, 68 to 84 potential. Then Daniel Gallagher, unknown position yet, but 82 to 94 potential. That is amazing. Really looking forward to seeing how well he does when he gets promoted. Then Esteban Navarro, right winger, 80 to 86 potential. Then Fernando Monzon, left back with 71 to 75 potential. Fraser Layden, 79 to 93, another one with amazing potential. Defensive minded defensive midfielder, I think. Looks like he could be quite strong though, which would be really good. Then John Mahoney, 69 to 81, left winger. Probably going to get rid of him because potential isn't that high really, but we'll see in a little bit when it narrows down a bit more. Then Juan Torres, 72 to 80, right back. Martin DeWitt, 73 to 79, central midfielder. And then finally Robin Brzezinski, new player from Germany, 74 to 94 potential. Fantastic player there. Really looking forward to seeing how he does in the future as well. So that is how our Youth Academy is looking this month. So what I mean about these messages coming up near the transfer window, it's saying how the agent for Yuri Lodigan is speaking out and saying he's a professional footballer and happy playing for a club with the stature of Portsmouth. No question that he would be happy to remain at the club. So all these things are coming out. We're going to get offers coming in soon, it's pretty obvious. Really annoying, but like I said a few times, we really want to keep hold of him. Hopefully we're going to be able to do just that. So that's all I've got time for this week. We have this game against West Brom next, but we'll have to leave that till next time. As you can see on the table on the right hand side, we have dropped down to 7th place after that run of losses. Really faced some difficult opposition and just haven't been able to get the points that we need. Really frustrating, but like I said, I think I'm just going to have to drop it down to world class because I'm just not enjoying these games against Legendary. It's just frustrating trying to break these teams down where I just can't do it, and then getting goals scored against me which I feel are unjust. So it's, you know, let me know what you think. Should I keep trying with Legendary or should I drop it down to world class? I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that. What you think I should do, what difficulty I should play on. In general as well, don't forget to fill out that survey if you have a chance. Description link will be in the description below for you guys. It'll be really useful to hear what you guys want me to do next on the website and on YouTube, and anything you don't want me to do, all that kind of stuff. Make sure you fill that out if you have a chance, because it's been so useful so far. Also, don't forget the Scouting Gold contest is on, and it is on the best North American player. So any player from Mexico, USA or Canada will be eligible. I've started scouting in USA in Pompey Youth Stars, so I'll be posting up any decent players that I find, just to give you guys a bit of an incentive to see if you can beat me. So make sure you enter that. It ends at the end of July. If you want to enter, send a picture of your best player for North America when they're in the academy or just after they've been promoted. Try and make sure there's no stat growth on the player if possible, just to keep it fair for everyone. You can send that picture to @FIFA Scouting on Twitter using the hashtag ScoutingGod, or you can send it to facebook.com/FIFA Scouting Tips, or you can send it to fifascoutingtips.com, or leave a link to the image in the description, in the comments below, sorry. Loads of ways of doing that. Like I said, it ends at the end of July, so get scouting in North America for your best player as soon as you can. So keep all your suggestions and comments coming. Don't forget also to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. But I've been having bad luck with the impact engine all game, and look at that. Nice little pirouette from Wallace there.